Good morning. Good morning, good people. Good morning, good people. We're here, we're live. It's Monday morning. You can hear the sound of my voice. That means you've made it to another day, and we're grateful. We're grateful. We are grateful. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I got stuff I want to make sure I don't forget. So you know how you got stuff near your desk and you want to make sure you don't forget it. So you start just kind of moving around like, I don't want to forget this. I'll make sure I put it in my bag. So that way I'll make sure it don't get left because I'll be notorious for forgetting stuff. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget it. Okay. Monday morning, we're on Facebook. Welcome in Facebook. Welcome in YouTube. Welcome in LinkedIn. Welcome in Twitter. Welcome. 8:30 Monday morning. Let's see what we see, right? Let me go ahead and switch over here to the screen, the current screen, to see what is going on here right now. What do we have in SPX 500? I'm going to share my screen while we let the platforms bring all the people to the party. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe so that the folks can be notified that we're here and we're live. Looks like 65.98. Low, y'all see SPX is trying to bump right back up into that 6,600 yet again. Okay, let me go to a smaller time frame so we can see it. 65.98. It's bumping right back up into it. I'm on a 30-minute time frame. It's been doing that. Bumped up a couple times. Bumped up into it Friday at 2:30, right at 66, and it pulled back. And it's been kind of slowly trying to grind itself back up, running right along this 20-period moving average that we know will play magnet and play buffer and play, bounce like a trampoline. This orange one is the 20, and it bounced right off of it again this morning around 5:30, and we're right back up to 6,600. 6,600 is our all-time high. Looks like it bumped across it right here. This candle that happened, the last 30-minute candle, went as high as 6603. 6603. So that lets us know we are in what this all looking kind of bullish. Y'all agree that this is all looking kind of bullish? This is looking kind of bullish. Even though we're pulling back a little bit, pulls right back to the 20, goes up, pulls back to the 20, goes up, pulls back to the 20, and goes up. We'll see, right? Hey, Tanya, we'll see what happens this morning, but it's giving bullish vibes. But again, as I always say, y'all know we trade what we see, not what we be hoping. But we're on bullish continuation right now in SPX 500, which is SPX that we can see overnight. We can see SPX. Well, you really are looking at ES, but you're looking at SPX 500. We'll take it. It's close enough. It makes the conversion for us number-wise from ES, which the gap between those two is only about 5 points right now. But we've got a higher high that printed in the last 30-minute candle. Well, in this particular hourly candle that we're in right now, this is the 8 o'clock candle. In this hourly candle, it has printed at as high as 6603.70. So we ain't closed up there yet. It's still 6,600 right now. We'll see if this candle can close up there and see what happens with that. All right. Well, let's see what the week holds the day, not really the week. I was on last night talking about my thoughts for the week. I'm on right now just to talk about today. Today. All right. The VIX is at 15. This feels low for us. We've gotten into the territory where we're 17, 18s is our norm now. So 15 feels like, oh, this is a quiet day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so people can know we're here. Hit the thumb up so folks will know that we are here. We are here. Okay. The VIX is at 15. As I said, China finds NVIDIA broke the antitrust law. No bueno. China finds NVIDIA broke the antitrust law. Beijing surprise move ramps up pressure on the U.S. amid trade talks. It's interesting. I'm finding it's interesting. China will steal all of your designs. If you send, this has been a long-term discussion. When we send our like blueprints and stuff to them to make lower cost items for us, or there's things that were made in China, they will basically make some stuff that look like yours and sell it back to you. They'll take your stuff and sell it to you. Take your stuff, steal it, and sell it to you. Now we're saying, oh no, you broke the antitrust. Now this is, I know, much bigger than a couple purses and shoes and that kind of thing, but the underlying sentiment is still there. The Fed is set for its first 2025 cut, but will it keep going? We'll see. Wall Street all but abandons its trade angst as rate cuts near. China made aggressive asks as TikTok deal lingers. I wonder who gonna get the TikTok. All right, so let's see here. U.S. stock futures edge higher as Musk trade lifts Tesla. What trade? Musk trade? What Musk trade? Apple AirPods Pro 3, best yet with big audio and heart rate tracking. Okay, so there's some new AirPods are coming out soon. Let's go look over at CNBC. CNBC, all of the futures are green. All the futures are green. It says Trump implies that a TikTok deal has been reached with China. Wow. Speak to Xi Friday. Will speak. Oh, goodness. My glasses are working fine. We'll speak to Xi on Friday. All the futures are green. Oil is green. 10-year bonds are red. Stock futures gain to kick off Fed decision week. Tesla boosts NASDAQ futures. Definitely all eyes on the Fed this week. And the 25 basis points, I believe, have been priced in. Now let's see, are we going to only get 25 or will it be 50? Morning, Denise. Morning, Janae. And morning, Julie. Hey, y'all. Over in Europe, stock 600, DAX, CAC, FTSE, Milano are all green. FTSE is down 0.93. Orsted shares fall 5.5% after deeply discounted capital raise. European stocks rise. Asia is a mixed bag, more red than green. ASX 200, Nifty 50, and Shanghai are all red, while the Hang Seng and the Nikkei are green. South Korea's Kospi index hits record high after government scraps the tax hike plan. Okay, Tesla shares gain after Elon Musk reveals a $1 billion stock buy. What's he going to do? Buy back the stock? Is that what the stock buy is? He's going to buy back stock from the like outstanding shares. He's going to buy those back. What does a buyback usually mean? I knew this before, but it slipped my mind now. What happens? What does a buyback mean? That means that there's less shares in the market. So there's more of a premium on the ones that are out there. That would be my thoughts. Y'all can tell me if I'm making sense. That when you buy shares back, you take them off the open market. And then that means there's more of a demand for them. There's less supply. So because there's less supply, then there could be a higher demand. So that could drive the price of it up. Yeah. Thinking. If that's a good thinking, y'all let me know in the comments. On crypto, we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, and XRP. All are red this morning. Everybody's down. Bitcoin is at 114,000 right now. Everybody's red over there. Okay, that's what is happening in CNBC. Meetings today or data today, we don't have anything for Monday. We got this orange Empire State Manufacturing Index at 830, which already came out. It was down 8.7, even though it was anticipated to be 4.3. Not sure what. Let's see what this is all about. Above 00 indicates improving conditions. Below indicates worsening conditions. This is the level of diffusion index based on surveyed manufacturers in New York State. Okay. Why do we care? It's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and changes in their sentiment can be an early signal of future economic activity such as spending, hiring, and investment. This is taken from 200 manufacturers in New York State, which asked respondents to rate the relative level of general business conditions. Okay, so it came in at negative 8.7. It was 5.5 in July, 11.9 in August, and now it's at negative 8.7 in September. Well, so this is a 19-point swing. It went from 11 points, almost 12 points up, to almost 9 points down. So that's like a 21-point swing from the positive 12 to a negative 8.7. It's almost a 21-point swing. That's a lot as far as numbers go, right? Tomorrow we've got core retail sales in the morning at 8:30. That's Tuesday. Of course, Wednesday we have the Fed stuff, FOMC stuff happening Wednesday afternoon. Thursday we've got unemployment claims, and Friday there's nothing there on Friday at this point, but I would not be shocked if there's some kind of presidential announcement or something that has to be thrown in here that's going to upset the cart. I would not be shocked. Economic calendar for today, it just includes the New York State manufacturing I just mentioned, the 3-month bill auction, and the 6-month bill auction. That's what's happening today. Wednesday has a FOMC decision. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is our chart. Let's go look at earnings before I go to the chart. Earnings this morning is Hain Celestial and Mindwalk. That's this morning. This afternoon, we got Dave and Buster's and High Tide. Tomorrow morning, we got Ferguson. Later this week, we've got General Mills, Cracker Barrel, Darden, FedEx, Lennar. Those are the ones that are coming up later this week. All righty. Let's go on to see what Adam had to say this morning. Add to the stage. Don't add to the stage. Yes. Good morning, Adam. How are you? I'm doing well too. After 5 green in a row, the run continues in SPX. Readers know the Sunday 6 p.m. long is my favorite, and we got it yesterday. As per Friday 4 p.m. newsletter, 5581 reclaim triggers along. 5593 target was hit. Playing today, Roger Runner. 6599, 6607 are the next upsides. 6581 is weak. It must fail to dip to 6568. 6581, it says, is weak. The gap between SPX and ES is about 5 points. I'm sure this is going to widen as soon as the nomenclature changes. And if you're looking at XSP, the range is 656 to 661. This all comes from Adam. Adam is on Twitter, and he's a level-to-level trader of the ES. He trades ES futures. We trade SPX, so we convert the numbers for those two. Yes. We convert. And this, you can use these numbers. Put these numbers on your chart. All right. Put these numbers on your chart and you can trade. Looks like 6607 is the highest, and we've already been to 6603, currently at 6601. Currently at 6601. Let's go look at what trades we got this week before we go back to the chart. Oh, this was last week's. Last week's trades, we got 10 out of 11 profitable trades. Yes, 91% win rate off the trades list. Woo, 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 woo. And the one that was partially breached was Walmart. Everything else on the list did like it was supposed to do. So I think I said that this week I'm trading Amazon, I'm trading Microsoft, I'm trading IWM, I'm trading XSP, and I'm trading Procter & Gamble. Those are the ones I'm trading this week. So far, so far this week, I got a couple more that I'm looking at. But so far this week, I'm trading Amazon, Microsoft, IWM, XSP, and Procter & Gamble. As far as credit spreads go, there's always opportunity for me to add to the list. And of course, I trade SPX every day. Okay. If you didn't watch the video, you need to go watch the video. 2 profitable weeks. Woo woo. Over $1,100 in option selling gains for the first 2 weeks of September. Y'all already know my August was red. We shared it already, and I mentioned it in the video, but I go through all the trades I did last week. I go through them like a trade recap. I listed this video on Sunday, talked about some things we do along the way, talked about how do we mitigate losses, what do we do to watch our day trades. It's a really good video. Go check it out. Okay, go check it out. This is the last week before E2T University starts. It starts next Monday. Whoop whoop. E2T University starts next Monday. Today is the last day to get in with the payment plan. If you'd like to do the 2 payment option, today is the last day for the 2 payment option. Last day to take advantage of the 2 payment option. I'm typing down here. So if you're going to sign up, I know some people get paid on the 15th. If you're going to sign up, this is the last opportunity. Go to educator2trader.com and get yourself enrolled. We start on Monday. There we go. I highlighted on here some of the things that we're going to work on, which I know that even as a beginning or an experienced trader, you need is technical analysis. How do you analyze the charts? That's a place where all of us could grow and could expand our knowledge. Talking about VWAP, fair value gaps, moving averages, adding the strat in there. Just how do we use these different things to help us to make sure that we're comfortable with our strike prices, we're comfortable with our zones, we can analyze where the stock is going. I know for me, I'll see people saying, I think so-and-so stock's going to go to so-and-so. So, and I'm looking at the chart sometimes like, how do you know? But as I've started more, as I've continued really, more analyzing what the chart is saying and understanding that, I can see where people say where it's going, because it'll tell you in there where we're going. Risk management, portfolio management, how do we make daily and weekly profits, strategies that are going to be passive as well as active, a well-rounded 12-week program in the university, like in an academic setting with a professor, because I am a professor, with the professor that can teach you the information and can convey the information to you in a way that you can understand it. All right. Go over there and get signed up. We start next Monday at 7. All right, let's head on back to the charts and see what we're working with today. This is SPX 500, which tells us what SPX is doing in the pre-market that we can't see, because SPX, of course, they're just regular SPX, just stand still, but SPX 500 is this. Let me go to a 30-minute chart. We can see what's happening here. Ooh, look at those 2 1s right here. 1-1 break. 1-1 break. We talked about this last night, y'all. 1-1 break. And when you get a double inside, that's the 2, the 2 and a 1. But the double inside is even more powerful than the single, because the double inside indicates a tighter coiling. We didn't talk about that last night. A tighter coiling, so that when it does pop the spring, it pops with power. Wonder working power. Yep. In the blood. There is power. Okay, so this is SPX. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so there's that. Let's go look at SPY. Let's go look at SPY. Let me turn off the VWAP so that doesn't get us looking at stuff that'll get us confused right now. We need the VWAP when the market is open, not so much, in my opinion, not so much when it's pre-market and such. Yeah. Okay. So this is SPY. SPY closed on Friday at 657.60. It is currently at 659.37. Going back to 660, like people going back to Cali. Ran and ran. This is SPY. 30-minute chart is what we're looking at. It's currently at 659.34. We'll see what happens when it gets up to 660. Can it go? It didn't go across 660 on Friday. The highest SPY went on Friday was 659.12, but it's above that now. It's above me now. It's above 659.12 right now. So it's already higher than the all-time high of Friday. All right. Triple Q went as high as 587 and some change Friday, and it pulled back some. It closed on Friday at 586.65, lingered around there, popped off of that 20 also, and it is now at 587, 588 right now. Again, it's also higher than it was on Friday, creating new highs, but it is showing a bearish reversal at this point. That's Triple Q. IWM. I wanted to see something on IWM. You can't really say it's inside week because week just started. Inside day, which is the first day. I guess it's inside the previous day. You can go with that. No, this is Friday. We have to see what happens today. Does it run out of the previous inside day? We'll see what IWM does. But let's go down to a lower time frame. See what it's doing in the pre-market. Okay. IWM closed on Friday at 238.31. It's currently at 239.40. So it's up higher than it was when it closed. Left a little gap behind in the 238s. IWM is not at all-time highs. I think IWM's all-time high, I want to say, is 242 or something like that. So it's got some room, 240 and some change. It's got some room to go on back up some more. That's IWM doesn't move along with SPY and Triple Q anyway because it's the small cap. It's different. It doesn't move the same. Okay. That's IWM. We'll see what opened. Janae says Trump advocating companies stop reporting earnings. Face red. Why should they not report earnings? You need to tell the people that put their money into your company what you doing. Where is their money going? That to me is what you're supposed to tell. People have invested in you. You owe them some regular explanations. You owe them some regular input. He's advocating companies. Well, how often does he say they should report if it's not on a quarterly basis? Maybe they should report earnings bi-yearly or biannually. Biannually every 2 years. No, so semi-annually. Let me get my wording right. They should report semi-annually, maybe. Well, there's that. I'm going to put your comment. I'm going to show your comment on the screen. I'm thinking, well, quarterly, that's cool. Semi-annually might be okay. But not reporting at all, that's a no-go. That's a no-go there. You need to report something. You need to tell us something. All right. Where are we? We've gone through that. I think we're there. I think we've said all that we're going to say. So now, again, as I always do, let's make sure that we're aware that we're going to look at what we're seeing this week is going to invite a lot of volatility, especially in the middle of the week. Good morning, Ward. This week is going to invite a lot of volatility. So you need to be prepared for that, right? We're trading what we see. We're trading it on a scale that we're comfortable with. We're not oversizing. This ain't a full port kind of week. No, no. And some of this week could just be watch. Okay. If you've done FOMC and you feel like you've got a strategy to work it, then do that. But if you don't, there's nothing wrong with watching what happens on FOMC and then riding the wave after. You don't got to get in front of the train. We don't have to get in front of the train. Definitely can wait and see what happens. Watch the pop and the drop because it's probably going to be a fake out move, and then make your move after that. All right. Definitely can go after that. Here we go. E2T Traders Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My account's growing steadily. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I'm a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. Deuteronomy 8:18. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen. Okay. Capital preservation. We want to deploy our collateral in such a way that it will return to us fruit, but we also want to preserve it. So sometimes preservation includes that we don't deploy, that we just watch and we wait and see. All right. Of course, if you're in my community, we'll be doing what we do all the time. Right. We'll be there, keeping it light, keeping it tight. That's what we're doing. Keeping it light, keeping it tight. All right. Okay, everybody. We got about 30 minutes before the market opens. Go ahead and mark up your charts. Get yourself ready. You hit the like and subscribe. Hit all the buttons you need to hit on YouTube to let them know that we're here. And we'll be back on Wednesday with Wednesday morning. Don't forget, if you are going to join E2T University, today is the last day for the payment options. So you got 1 week. We're starting on next Monday. You got 1 more week to get registered. Today is the last day to sign up if you want to use the payment plan. Today's the last day for that. Okay. All righty. I will see you all in the market. I want you to stay green and I want you to get this money. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.